us from Thomas Robinson Stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take the deep shot. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. That thing was down for a while. Bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The RPO is complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. The run inside. It's Martin. There's a little room there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. Quarterback gets enough. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. From the red zone, it's Martin. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Coming out with it, it's Davidson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's past the 30. Got a little grass. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They get to him as he throws.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Martin.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Martin. Could be an alley. He'll get that one all the way down to stopped. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Martin. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Martin. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not as natural for him. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and it's sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quarterback extends the play. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last few plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page, coming up with the big one.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let it go. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the back. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes a catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. on the move. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They'll open the second half with a run. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his feet. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Rides the back and leaves it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement. Makes the grab in their space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him. But the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets the quarterback, gets the sack.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he's dragged down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. As soon as he caught the ball, knocked him down behind the line, and they get the stop on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Connection to the right. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to Peoples. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job.
Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
With the catch, it's Brown. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Clemson.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead, getting later in the football game.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Turning it on. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeps it on first down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. High and away, headed toward the sideline just the way he drew it up. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.